There's something unforgettable about certain women, not because they are the loudest, not because they try the hardest, not because they chase attention, but because their energy feels different. They walk into a room calmly, and people notice. They speak softly. Yet people listen. They don't force connection. Yet people feel drawn to them. And the truth is, being magnetic has very little to do with perfection. It's not just beauty, it's not expensive clothes, it's not social media validation. True feminine magnetism is energy. It's the way a woman carries herself, the way she protects her peace, the way she values herself, the way she makes others feel, and most importantly, it's the relationship she has with herself. Welcome to her soft era. In today's video, we're talking about habits that make women magnetic. These are the habits that naturally elevate your energy, confidence, femininity, and presence. Not for male validation, not to impress the world, but to become the most aligned, peaceful, radiant version of yourself. So get comfortable, relax, and let's talk about the habits that truly change a woman's energy. One of the first things you notice about magnetic women is that they are intentional with their energy. They understand that energy is precious. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to them. Not every conversation deserves their reaction. Not every situation deserves their emotional investment. A magnetic woman protects her peace because she understands that chaos drains femininity. She avoids constantly arguing. She avoids environments that feel heavy. She avoids people who constantly create stress. And this doesn't mean she is cold. It means she values her emotional well-being. A lot of women lose their glow because they are emotionally exhausted, always available, always over-explaining, always trying to fix everyone, always absorbing negativity. But magnetic women learn when to step back. They understand that protecting your energy is self-respect. And honestly, there is something incredibly attractive about a woman who is emotionally balanced, a woman who does not react to everything, a woman who remains calm even when life becomes overwhelming. That kind of peace radiates and people can feel it. One of the most magnetic things a woman can do is stop begging the world to approve of her. Magnetic women do not build their self-worth around external validation. They do not constantly seek attention to feel valuable, because they already understand their worth internally. A woman becomes magnetic when she stops shrinking herself for acceptance, when she stops trying to be chosen, when she stops changing herself just to fit into spaces that were never meant for her. Confidence is deeply attractive. And confidence grows when you stop depending on other people to define your value. A magnetic woman knows. Not everyone will understand her. Not everyone will like her. And not everyone deserves access to her energy. And that's okay. She no longer abandons herself just to feel loved. She chooses authenticity over approval. And there is something incredibly powerful about a woman who accepts herself fully, a woman who walks into life without desperation, a woman who understands, I do not need to force people to see my worth, that energy changes everything. We live in a world that glorifies rushing. Everyone is trying to move faster, speak louder, prove more. But magnetic women often move differently. They carry calm energy, and calmness is feminine. There is elegance in slowing down, the way she walks, the way she speaks, the way she responds, the way she handles pressure. She is not frantic. She is not desperate. She understands that rushing creates anxiety. And honestly, people are naturally drawn to calm energy because it feels safe. A magnetic woman creates peace around her. She doesn't force conversations. She doesn't interrupt constantly. She doesn't seek attention in every room. Her presence speaks before she does. This is why emotional regulation is so important. The ability to stay grounded emotionally makes a woman glow differently, because calmness reflects inner confidence. And the truth is, the most magnetic women are rarely the loudest women. They are often the women who are deeply connected to themselves. Magnetic women prioritize emotional care, not just appearance, because beauty without emotional stability eventually feels empty. A woman who ignores her emotional needs often becomes exhausted, reactive, insecure, and disconnected from herself. But a magnetic woman pays attention to her inner world. She asks herself, how am I feeling? What is draining me? What needs healing? What makes me feel alive? She allows herself to rest. She journals. She heals. She reflects. She creates space for her emotions instead of suppressing them. And no, this does not mean she is perfect. It simply means she is self-aware. One of the biggest glow-ups a woman can experience is emotional maturity. Because emotional maturity changes your relationships, your confidence, your energy, and the way you move through life, a magnetic woman does not constantly abandon herself emotionally. She learns to nurture herself, and the way a woman cares for herself teaches the world how to treat her. There is something incredibly powerful about feminine communication. Magnetic women understand that softness and confidence can exist together. They do not need to scream to be heard. They communicate with calm confidence. Their words feel intentional. They speak kindly, but they also speak clearly. They know how to express boundaries without aggression. And they understand that emotional intelligence is part of femininity. A lot of women confuse harshness with strength, but true confidence is calm. True confidence does not constantly seek dominance. A magnetic woman listens, she observes, she thinks before reacting, and because of this, people respect her presence. She also avoids gossiping constantly. She understands that negativity lowers energy instead of constantly criticizing others. She focuses on becoming a better version of herself. And honestly, women who speak with grace leave lasting impressions. Not because they are trying to impress people, but because their energy feels elevated. Magnetic women understand that boundaries are not selfish. Boundaries are self-respect. A woman becomes more attractive when she stops tolerating things that destroy her peace. She no longer accepts disrespect, inconsistency, emotional manipulation, or relationships that constantly drain her. And this is important because many women lose themselves trying to maintain unhealthy connections. But a magnetic woman understands that loneliness is better than constantly abandoning yourself. She does not settle just because she fears being alone. She values quality over attention, and boundaries also apply to daily life. She protects her time, her energy, her routines, and her mental health. A woman with standards carries different energy because standards communicate. I know my value, and people naturally respond differently to women who respect themselves. One of the most feminine things a woman can do is choose peace. In today's world, many people are addicted to attention. Constant validation, constant noise, constant drama. But magnetic women understand that attention is not the same as fulfillment. A lot of attention comes from chaos, and chaos eventually becomes exhausting. A magnetic woman does not need to perform constantly. She does not need every room to center around her. She understands the beauty of privacy, the beauty of calmness, the beauty of emotional balance, and honestly, there is something deeply attractive about a woman who is at peace with herself, a woman who enjoys her own company, a woman who does not constantly need external stimulation to feel alive. Peace changes your energy. You become softer, clearer, more grounded, more feminine, and the more peace you protect, the more magnetic you naturally become. A magnetic woman understands that life is meant to be experienced, not just survived. She creates beauty in small moments, not for social media, but for herself. She buys flowers, lights, candles, wears perfume at home, listens to soft music, takes herself on dates. She allows herself to experience softness. And this habit changes energy deeply because many women postpone joy, they tell themselves. I'll enjoy life when everything is perfect. But magnetic women understand that softness begins now, in small ways. Romanticizing your life is not superficial. It's a form of self-love. It's choosing to create beauty even during ordinary moments. And honestly, women who genuinely enjoy their lives carry different energy. You can feel it. Their presence feels warm, alive, intentional. One habit that instantly changes feminine energy is learning to stop over-explaining. A magnetic woman does not constantly feel the need to justify herself. She trusts herself. She understands that not everyone will understand her decisions. And she is okay with that. A lot of women over-explain because they fear rejection. They fear disappointing people. They fear conflict. They fear not being liked, but constantly explaining yourself drains confidence. Magnetic women learn to say no without guilt. They make decisions peacefully. They stop seeking permission to live authentically and honestly. Certainty is attractive. A woman who trusts herself naturally carries stronger energy. At the core of feminine magnetism is healing, because unresolved pain affects energy deeply. It affects confidence, relationships, self-worth, presence. A woman who constantly feels emotionally unsafe often struggles to relax into femininity. She becomes guarded, fearful, hyper-independent. But healing changes everything. The more you heal, the softer your energy becomes, the calmer your nervous system becomes, and the more connected you become to yourself. Healing teaches you that you deserve love without constantly proving yourself. It teaches you that rest is productive. It teaches you that peace is powerful. And honestly, the most magnetic women are often the women who chose healing instead of bitterness. Women who remain soft even after difficult experiences. That kind of strength is beautiful. A magnetic woman never stops growing, not because she hates herself, but because she loves herself enough to evolve. She reads, learns, reflects, improves. She becomes intentional about the woman she is becoming, and growth changes confidence every time you choose healthier habits. You become more aligned, every time you choose peace over chaos. You become more feminine every time you choose healing over bitterness. You become more radiant. Magnetism is not created overnight. It is built through small daily choices, and the beautiful thing is, every woman has the ability to become magnetic, because true magnetism comes from alignment, from self-worth, from emotional peace, from authenticity. The truth is, the most magnetic thing about a woman is not perfection. It's peace, it's confidence, it's emotional safety, it's softness, it's self-respect. A woman becomes unforgettable when she stops chasing and starts aligning, when she protects her energy, when she heals, when she values herself, when she creates a beautiful relationship with her own life. So if you've been waiting for a sign to prioritize yourself, this is it. Your glow up is not just physical, it's energetic. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this video resonated with you, subscribe to her Soft Era for more feminine energy, healing, glow up, and soft life conversations. And remember, you do not become magnetic by forcing people to notice you. You become magnetic when your energy finally feels at peace. Watch next. Stop living in survival mode. Subscribe for more feminine energy content. Welcome to her Soft Era. New videos every Sunday and Wednesday.